Question 9. If a man earns 33,000 naira per month and spends 1/3 of his salary on bills, how much does he have left? This is a very common question in the common entrance exam. How much does it have left? That's the remainder. Then bills can be anything, NEPA bill, house rent, or whatever it is. So he spends 1/3 of his salary on bills. How much does he have left? Okay, we are going to start with what he's earning. He's earning 33,000 per month. 1/3 of his salary, that will be 1/3 of 33,000. Okay, so off means what? Times. You change it to times. You can rewrite it 1/3 times 33,000. Okay, you divide 33,000 by 3. That is 3 in 3 is 1. 3 in 33 is 11. So you have your 3 zeros. Is that okay? So that gives us 11,000 naira. So he spends 11,000 naira on bills. How much does he have left? That means how much does he have left means you should take away this amount from 33,000. So we go ahead and say 33,000, take away 11,000. That gives you what? 22,000. So your final answer is 22,000 naira. Remember to put your unit. Next question says find the HCF of 108, 27, and 9. I know some students find this a bit difficult. There are different methods. So what you do with HCF and LCF is that pick the method that suits you. Okay, so I'm going to use two methods now quickly. By the way, HCF means highest common factor. At times, we just memorize HCF. We don't know the full meaning. The question might be find the highest common factor of. So you need to know that HCF means highest common factor. The question can also say find the common factor that is the highest. Okay, so you should understand whatever you are solving. Okay, let's write out the first method. We have 108. So I'm going to use the stick method first. Let me use the stick method first, since that one is simpler and much faster. This is the stick method. What prime number can divide these three numbers? 2 cannot divide this. It's going to be a remainder. We need a number that can divide without a remainder. That is 3. The next number is 3. Okay, so if the number doesn't divide, you have to look for another number that can divide. 108 divided by 3. So 3 in 10 is what? 3. Remaining 1. 3 in 18 is 6. 3 times 6, 18. Always cross-check your work. 3 times 27. 3 in 27. That means 27 divided by 3 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Common mistakes. You have to divide this number by this. Always remember that. What number can divide again? What prime number can divide? 3. 3 in 36, we have 12. 3 in 9, that is what? That's 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Is there any other prime number that can divide 12, 3, and 1? No. 2 can divide this, but not this, but not this. So 3 can divide this, but not this. So we don't have any other number that can divide because 1 is here already. Remember, 1 is not a prime number. So we have just two. We have just two numbers here, which are 3 and 3. So you multiply the numbers together. That will give you 3 times 3 is 9. Remember, you need to know your multiplication table. You need to know your multiplication table. Okay, so let me write this here. 3 and 3 gives you 9. The second method. You can write this out and find the factors. So here you have 2 times 2. You can use this method to get it. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times what will give you 108. So let's quickly do the division. 2 here will give us what? 2 times 5 is 10, so there is no remainder. 2 here, you have 2, remainder 1, that's 27. 3, 9, 3, 3, 3, 1. So you can quickly do this. This gives you 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. Then 27 is what? 3 times 3 times 3. That is 9 times 3 will give you 27. Then 9 is 3 times 3. These are the prime factorization of these numbers. So what you would do to get the highest common factor, highest common factor means the highest number that can divide the number without a remainder. So this, and this is common to the 3 of them. So you bring it out. HCF equals 3. Then this 3, and this 3 is common to the 3 of them. So that factor has to be common to the 3 of them before it can be a common factor. So these are the common factors, 3 and 3. So the highest, you have to multiply together to get 9. So after you have gotten the factor that's common to 3 of them, to get the highest common factor, you multiply all the factors together. If there are more than 2, you keep multiplying until you get your answer. So we have cross-check your work. 1, 2, 3 is common. That's 3. 1, 2, 3 is common. This and this are common to only these 2. You don't have it here, so you can't pick it. Is that okay? So our final answer is 9. Question 11. Victor bought a blue pen at 50 naira and sold it for 30 naira. What is the percentage loss? In this case, the loss because he sold it for an amount that is less than the cost price. Usually when you are doing business, you should sell your products more than the cost price. So that is why it's a loss. So loss here will be cost price minus the selling price, which is equal to what? 20 naira. Then the percentage loss is 20 over what? The cost price. Whenever you are trying to find the proportion in this case, always remember that the number or the value that will be at the denominator is the original in any kind of calculation you are doing. The number at the denominator will be original number. So maybe you are comparing something, maybe wet wood, dry wood, it will be over the original. So the original price here is what? Is the cost price, which is what? Which is 50. Am I correct? So you won't say because this price is lower. Usually the cost price is lower, then you multiply, because it's percentage, you multiply by 100. So we have 50 here, 1, 50 here, 2. 20 times 2 is what? 40. What is your unit? Your unit is what? Percentage, because the question says what is the percentage loss? So it's not going to be naira. Your answer is going to be in percentage. So he made a loss of 40%. Question 12 says, express 8 meters in centimeters. Express 8 meters in centimeters. You need to know that's your poem. That's what? 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. 10 centimeter make 1 decimeter. And 10 decimeter make 1 meter. So you have 100 centimeter in 1 meter. So 100 centimeter will make 1 meter. So you need to know your metric table. Learn your metric table. So 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. If 1 meter makes 100 centimeters, that means 8 meters will be what? So think about it. 8 meters will be more. So I'm going to multiply. 8 times 100 will give me 800 centimeters. Cross-check your work. 1 meter is 100, so 8 meters will be more. I'll have to multiply. That gives me 800 centimeters.